Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching my videos. I'm glad that you guys have been enjoying them. I decided to do this little video mostly because my friend had asked. They were wondering what my process was when making these videos, and I was like, hey, it doesn't, I'll show you. I'll screen record my process and I'll show you. And you know, I had already finished going through writing out the text-to-speech, the chat, the screen recording, all the other stuff, the audios, and the actual animatic, and I was like, oh shoot, I didn't screen record. So that's why this video starts where it does, because I'm forgetful, and I was like, you know what, I might as well just do it now, you know, instead of just waiting for the Warrior of the Mind video, because, you know, that'll make total sense. But, you know, I don't make my life easier. So this is what I am doing. I decided to chat to you guys a little bit, just because. I don't really know why I'm deciding to do this. Just, you know, I couldn't find any really, you know, good songs that weren't going to be copyrighted and that I could play for 13 minutes nonstop. So I was just like, you know what, let's get this background music in check, and I can just put my voice over it. And I'm definitely going to be dogged on it by my friend when they finally decide to watch this video. But you know what, I don't really care. So starting into it, alright, I just made a script and we're going to see how this is going to go. Is it really a script if I just do key points and I, you know, improvise the rest? It doesn't matter. Alright, so I decided to say a little bit about myself, a little bit Yep, that's okay. A little bit about myself. I just start with some of my favorites. My favorite color is orange. My favorite movie is Book of Life with Diego Luna. If you know, you know. I've loved it since I saw it in theaters. It's the best. And then I followed Diego Luna for like everything that he's ever done, just cause. Let me see. My favorite book is obviously the All for the Game series, and I love Conan Gray, Skillet, Dance Gavin Dance, 3 Days Grace, NF, things like that. I was in fact a theater kid in high school, if that wasn't obvious. I was in a few plays in high school, and even before I moved, I had some plays at my local theater. I love autumn. I love to read, write, play video games, stuff like that, you know. I have my own AO3 account where you can find all for the chat. If you guys don't want to wait through the entirety of Epic and want to get straight to it, it has like 23 chapters out, and so there's more chapters than there are videos. I wasn't even planning on making texting videos. I saw someone had done, they're like, what did I see? I saw that there was no texting videos of All for the Chat, like, at all, and I was like, well, that's a crime. It's a crime. It has to be done. There's so many haiku, however you want to pronounce it, so many haiku, videos, texting videos that, yes, I 100% watched in, like, middle school and high school, because I was just that kind of person. And then I just recently got back to watching some of them, and I was like, you know what? This is the bomb. I don't know why I ever stopped watching these. They're amazing. So yeah. And so that's how I did it. But I was like, well, I already have a texting fic up on AO3, and let's see how I can transfer that to this kind of format. And lo and behold, here it is. And then that led me to the freaking Epic, I guess. So yes, a little bit about the schedule. Yes, I am planning on doing the Marauders react to all the different Slytherin Skittles as songs. That will come later. Sorry that my update schedule is so weird for anyone who reads my AO3 or follows it. I saw that someone in the comments had in fact already been following one of my AO3 account. So if there's anybody out there that already does, you already know that my schedule sucks ass, just because I am a procrastinator. I find it hard to find motivation. I have ADHD, in case you couldn't tell, and a lot of the time my Adderall wears off by the time I'm like out of classes and stuff or done with work, and then it might be too late in the day for me to take another dosage, and then I'm left to recharge my social battery. But I am getting into the groove of things. I am back in college after taking some deferment time for my mental health. So I'm juggling being a full-time college student while working and doing this. So that's fun, I guess. I don't really know what you guys would like to know. Maybe maybe in the future I'll do a Q&A if anyone actually gives a fuck. If not, then I don't know. Fuck me, I guess. I have decided to make Milo as Telemachus. I'm sorry to the 5 people who voted against that, I guess. You know, I don't even know why I do those polls, because I ask a question of, should I do this video idea I have? And over 95% of you say yes, and then like 5 people say no, and then I have zero motivation to do it because the minority said otherwise. It's like that one thing, you get like so many good comments, and then you have like one person that's like, this sucks, you're really bad, and then I'm like, wow, you're right, I'm really bad. That actually, it like sucks the motivation out of me. I had one bad comment on my freaking one of my fan fictions, and I was like, well, I'm never going to write again. But no. But no, I know that you can't really be focusing on the negative, but because then I realized that like more people would be upset if I didn't continue, and so I'm over here like, well, shit, you know. Especially for these videos, I'm like over here like, I already said I'd do it on main, so it looks like I have no other choice but to do it. That's also why I like tell you guys specific time frames of when I'm about to post a certain video, because then it kind of pressures me to actually do it. Why do I do this to myself? I don't know. I guess I hate myself. Anywho, I'm not sure what else to say. I guess I have other fics up on my AO3 if anyone's interested, not to self-plug or whatever. The term is, or I don't know what the term is, but I have a story, It Takes Two, which is a crack treated seriously time travel fic AU where Aaron and Neil go back in time together and cause shenanigans. I have one called A Mourning Dove's Requiem. I know how to speak, I promise. It's not like English is my first language. I have one called A Mourning Dove's Requiem. If anyone knows anything about DC Comics, I love the Bat family. I've been into it since I was in the singular digits. But became obsessed with the 4th/5th Robin. Depends on what order if you count Stephanie. Damian Wayne, he's my favorite. I love him. When the Son of Batman movie came out, I became obsessed immediately. So A Mourning Dove's Requiem is about Damian Wayne, obviously, and it's basically me making him into a masked singer of sorts, where he like posts like videos of his songs online, but like nobody knows who he is, I guess. Where he also becomes a part of the theater club, actually makes some friends, and yes, Colin Wilkes is in it because I love him and he's so underrated. And yes, it is also Demi-John, but recently I've seen in my comments of the fic that people are like, I kind of wish he ends up with Colin, and I'm like, well, it looks like I'm going to be writing 2 endings, so I guess you have that to look forward to, a Demi-John ending and a Damian X Colin ending. And it follows the Bat family and all of, and John finding out about Damian's secret passion for music and the likes of that, I guess. I have a bunch of one-shots on there. I have one where, like, Neil sings karaoke. I have one where Regulus Black, like, is so convinced that that Remus Lupin's secret is that he's transgender and not a werewolf. I have this one old Dream SMP fic that I haven't touched since like 2023 or whatever. It's called Resurgence of Threads, which is like a trans male to female Tommy Innit story, and also no, do not expect me to ever update that. I'm not touching it. I'm keeping it up because I still see that people like it and kudos it. So, and I don't want to be one of those people that like hides their fics or like deletes them. I could orphan it, but I can't be bothered to figure out the mechanics of that, and and I don't want to accidentally delete it. But and also because it was like it was a part of my past, I guess. It'll always have a special place in my heart, despite all the terrible things that I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm not getting into it. Regardless, I also have an Alien stage fic, which is supposed to be 2 chapters, but it's fine on its own. I don't think I'm ever gonna finish it because honestly, I cannot be bothered to. It's fine as it is. It was gonna be the listen. Okay, I can justify this. It was it's fine as a one shot because the second chapter was going to be in a different person's POV, but the exact same thing, and I just cannot be bothered to do this. I already have so many things that I'm doing, and honestly, I forget that it exists half the time. So, because no one ever reads it, so it doesn't really matter. Clearly, nobody gives a fuck about it, so it's fine. I have so many ideas of what I want to do video-wise and fanfic-wise. Obviously, I'm going to finish the All for the Game and X Epic, I guess. And then I'm going to do the All for the Chat and then the Marauder videos. For fics, I want to finish Morning Does Requiem and It Takes Two before I start on anything else. I want to do a fic where the All for the Game characters read the books. I want to do a fic where, what if, Aaron was born female, like just Aaron. Everyone else is the same, just Aaron gets a gender bend because I love Aaron, and I realize that there's not a lot of femme Aaron. And I love femme Aaron. Avery, if anyone, that's her name, right? I've elected it. I've decided female Aaron is now Avery, and she holds a special place in my heart as well, because she's just so cool. Shout out to that one, I don't know, man. Shout out to that, singular fic that I have ever read with a female Aaron in it. I love it. But it'll basically follow the series a little bit before the series. I'm thinking, how it would change, essentially, how it would change the relationship with his mother, with Andrew, with things like that. I like reading those kind of stories a lot, where if this one singular person was a different gender, and it shows how the different dynamics would change. They're still a badass, obviously, but the thing is that unfortunately people are treated differently depending on their gender, and especially in media. So it's I love Styles Stilinski as a female, just Styles, and then or Harry, just female Harry Potter, things like that. I see that I'm running out of time, so I guess bye guys. See you later. Tell me if you want to do that Q&A, I guess.